I want to be respectful of your time, so let's get started. My name is Lily Alvarez, and I'll be conducting this webinar. So today we're going to be talking about the power of Schoology and Formative, how they both integrate. Great. First of all, I will ask you to please log into your Schoology account and your Formative account. And as you're logging in, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lily Alvarez. I am an account executive. And before joining Formative, I was an architect and I was a teacher in an international baccalaureate high school. I'm an open water swimmer, and I work mainly with international schools, and I love helping teachers succeed in the classroom. Some things to know is that this session will be recorded. It will be about 30 minutes, if not less. This is, we're just going to go through some important things we need to know about the Schoology and Formative integration, and that's going to be kind of fast. And please type any questions in the chat you might have. I'm happy to respond to those. Some of our learning objectives. Today, we will learn how to create a formative in Schoology. We will learn how to assign a formative, and we're going to learn how to pass back grades. All of this is possible in the Schoology platform, so you'll discover how powerful this can be. Some considerations, as you're logging into your Schoology account and your Formative account, just make sure that Schoology is fully integrated already. Formative is fully integrated already into Schoology through the LTI. Once it is installed, you will be able to create a Schoology assignments, and that includes formatives and passing grades, so doing the pass back of the grades. If you still don't have that integration, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you with that. It's a fairly easy step, and this is something that we are offering for our partner schools. So make sure to have that installed. If you don't have it installed, but you will still like to get something from this webinar, just stay here. We're going to send you the recording, and I'm sure once it gets integrated, you'll be able to use it just as we're going to use it right now. Okay, so let's dive in. Great. So once you have logged into your Schoology account, make sure you go to the bottom and you go to the formative and click there. You're going to find it in the bottom, and it says formative. So once you are able to click there and to access there, you should be able to log in very easily. So it's very, very easy. Once you've done that, you basically can create a formative from the platform, from Schoology. You have access to all the same links and to all the same question types, everything that you would have access to if you were accessing formative on formative.com. The great thing about this is that you don't have to leave Schoology to go into formative to build your own formative. So simply you can click here, and I'm just going to show you really quick that you can actually have access to literally the same things as if you were in formative.com. So you basically can create your formatives from here. I'm not going to do it right now, just for the sake of time. So we're going to use a formative that I've already created. So let's say I have a formative here. So this one, let's actually go to this formative that I created here. So I have this formative here, and basically the only thing that I want to do at this point, I want to assign it. Just assign it as if you were going to assign it to any of your classes. In this case, I'm going to assign this to European history, and the settings should be the same ones. Okay, so just assign it. Perfect. Don't forget to get a copy of it. Get a copy of your direct link to your formative. Copy this to the clipboard, copy it just to make sure that I have it. Perfect. Now let's go to my course. So if I am in my demo formative in my section 1, so I'm going to come here to the materials tab. Once you're in the materials tab, to add a formative to your class, just click here, add materials, and then you're going to click on add file link external tool. Click there. You're going to click on external tool again. Okay. Now, here I will add the same title as I was using in my formative. So I'm going to say Franciscan demo. Here in the URL that you already copied from Schoology, just paste it here. Oops, this is not the one that I was looking. As you can see, I can also copy the link from directly from here. So basically the same link, just copy that here. Perfect. I don't know why this auto-populates here. Shouldn't be auto-populated, just delete everything on the consumer key and the share secret. And if you want to later be able to do the pass grade, just click on enable grading. Make sure you are filling all the points, the due date, category. Say it's a homework, numeric, period. I want to say that it's 1. I want it numeric. So once we have all this, we can just click here, submit. Now I should be able to have this already posted in Schoology. So when students access their Schoology course, they will be able to click on it. And they should be able to access the formative from the website. Here, you are seeing the view of me as a teacher, but your students should be able to be seeing the view as a student. But since I'm not logged in my student account, I'm seeing it as a teacher, but I am previewing right now as a student. So as you can see, it's super easy. You can do that with all the formatives that you want. And so your students will be able to find all of the different formatives. As you can see, I've already played around a little bit, and I have other formatives that I have posted in my materials. That way, this is very good because your students will be able to find these under the course materials. And as I told you, when they click in, formative is fully embedded into the page. And something really important to know is that the logging is done automatically based on your Schoology's user email. So that's why the integration, the LTI integration is so important. Great. So I'm going to show you the student view. This is basically what your students should be seeing. So as you can see, once they log into the Schoology platform and then click on the material, which would be the formative, they will be accessing the formative just as if they were in formative.com. But this is really good because then your students will not have to be jumping from one tab to the other. So it's just direct access right in the platform. It's really good. So as you can see, it's super easy. And now we're going to talk about how to pass back grades. So because I don't have a, let's see, slideshow. Yes. So I want to walk you through this. I want to show you how to pass back grades here in Schoology and Formative. This is something that we allow for our partner schools, and it allows teachers to return scores from formative assignments back to a Schoology. And just so you know, there are a few initial steps that you will need to have. First of all, don't forget you need to have your LTI integration. Then don't forget that formative must have been assigned. The formative must have been assigned in formative and it should be added as external tool to the materials in the Schoology. And you must have checked enable grading just as I did last time. And don't forget to add it on the external tool modal. In addition to that, because we are assigning it on Schoology, your students should be completing that formative in the platform. So if they're completing it outside of formative, you will not be able to pass those grades back. So make sure they are completing the formative in the Schoology website. Okay. So first things first, once you have done that, once you have considered all of that, after your students have started responding the questions, you can open their formative assignment within Schoology and click on the triple dots near the top. So you're going to click here near the top and select Grade Passback. Once you've done that, you will be presented with an interface where you can choose which students' grades you wish to copy to the Schoology gradebook. So you can override the grade on this interface before passing back. And this will not affect the grade in formative, only in Schoology. After you've done this, just click Send. And the last step is that you can enable complete or incomplete grading. That's now an option. It wasn't before, now it is. And when that is enabled, it gives 100% to students who submit it. So teachers can also manually adjust the complete and incomplete status prior to passing back the grades. So this is right here in the top. So you can just toggle that. And as you can see, you'll be able to see this in the platform. Here it says Canvas, because in Canvas it works similarly to Schoology. You're going to be seeing here the student did not use, in case the student didn't use the Schoology platform to submit the assignment, it will say the student did not use Schoology to submit the assignment. And so as you can see, you can toggle all of your students to the 100, give 100 if submitted, or you can do it individually. And I am going to be sharing some articles here in the chat. So you can see this was very, very fast. It's very easy to work to make formative work in Schoology. So if you follow all of the, if you have all of the requirements and if you have the integration, you should be able to work on formative just as if you were in formative.com. It's very, very easy. So right now I'm going to share one help article about how to assign a formative through Schoology. And so there you will find basically what I just explained in case you want to go to that. And there's also here a second article on how to do the grade passback. If you're looking for more resources, don't forget to go to our training center. We have some live webinars like this one, or you can also access the past webinars that we've recorded. And we also have some self-paced training, so don't forget to also check those out. Any questions or anything that's related to formative, please go to our help center. We have a bunch of different articles that are very, very helpful for teachers. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be happy to respond to any other questions if you have, and you'll be able to find this webinar, the recording of this webinar, within a week approximately on our website on the training center. So don't forget to check that out. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.